Awesome. You guys want to get a Demon Slayer?
Let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
it.
All right, so on to Demon Slayer Season 3, Episode 4, named Thank You, Tokito. While Tokito saves Kotetsu from a goldfish demon, the Swordsmith villages realizes they're under attack. To help save the village, Tanjiro, Nezuko, and Genya fight the many personalities of Hantengu, while Tokito scrambles to help Mr. Haganazuka. There was a lot going on in this episode. That's all I'm going to say to start. Basically, we get little repeat of the goldfish slaying by Tokito and the Mist Hashira, which was awesome. But we come to realize that he's like, I sliced off its head and it didn't die. This isn't a demon. This is some blood demon art or whatever the fuck they call it. Their abilities.
Demon blood art.
Demon blood art. Blood demon art, demon blood art. There we go. So he thinks the next best thing is like, I'm gonna slash this weird looking vase off the top of it. And thinking of that, I was like, oh, this is Gyoko's blood demon art, the upper rank number 5, because he's got a thing for vases.
Right.
So this must be how he attacks, because he's stuck in a vase. He doesn't have a lot of offense,
That is true. That
So
is
he
true.
just-
He's a swarmer.
He's got goldfish, an army of goldfish monsters.
Which is so ridiculous. I love how creative they are with the demon's abilities. And just seeing a massive, probably 6-foot goldfish, at least in height, have a giant
legs.
fucking veiny vase on the back of it with legs and arms. It's fucking hilarious.
So, speaking of this creepy ass goldfish, which one do y'all find more creepier? This Demon Slayer's version or Hell's Paradise version of the fish?
Oh, Hell's Paradise,
yeah.
1000%. That thing had 6 arms, dude.
Think so?
Oh
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So-
And it was standing upright. That shit had me tweaking, bro. Yeah.
It was
I didn't know about
praying,
that.
dude. Like, this is just a goldfish cow hybrid.
So I was gonna say Hell's Paradise too, but when the goldfish or whatever they was running,
Mhm.
it was making like squishy noises. Did y'all hear that shit?
Yeah,
They're
I
wet,
did.
dude. They're
They're
fucking
fucking
wet.
wet.
They're
They're
fish.
That's creepy as shit, bro.
But their appearance is not that creepy to me.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
not
yeah,
as,
it's fucking weird. It has
All
arms
of it
and legs,
together
but
though.
not as creepy as a praying Buddha goldfish with 6 arms that shoots giant extendo Luffy arms out of it. Like that shit was terrifying.
yeah, no, I'd be way more scared of that thing. And like it just appears bigger, right? That thing was huge. The praying arms and the beads did not help. But one thing that kind of like took me out of the episode was like we saw a little bit of the CGI fish in the last episode, right? But this episode it lasted a little bit longer. The CGI was okay, but it just didn't fit with everything else that was going on around it and the environment, and that kind of took me out of it a little bit. The animation in this series obviously is amazing. That's one of the things it's known for, but I just thought it looked a little out of place to me. Did you guys feel that way at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Demon
Okay.
Slayer does a really good job of blending the CGI with the animation, but the
For sure.
goldfish definitely stuck out a little more than some of the other stuff. I remember when I first watched Mugen Train in theaters, I was like, holy shit, this is way too much CGI.
Mm-hmm.
But after rewatching again, I was like, okay, they did a pretty good job with this. It kind of just caught me off guard, I guess, because I wasn't expecting it, because they hadn't done a lot of like CGI demons before that,
That's very true. I think that's more what it was for me as well. It's just a little off guard in that way.
I just didn't like it, bro. Just because it was like the sound. I
You
didn't like
didn't
the
like
sound.
the fish.
No, I didn't like the fish.
The CGI
Well,
is out the window.
It's supposed to
just-
creep you out, Tyler.
He
Look,
just doesn't
I'm-
like the fish.
I'm a big fisherman in real life, and this shit makes me not want to fish.
Okay,
Like,
You're
that's
you're
fair.
not you're not catching giant carp koi fish monsters, dude. You're catching bass and trout or whatever you're getting down there.
We need to
Catfish,
load
yeah.
a pond, Dan, and take them to it. Get some bases and put them on the. I'm fucking around. But we also learn a little bit more about the Miss Hashira Tokito. While he's saving Kotetsu, he gets a little flashback, and we learned that either in the past or right now, he's lost a lot of his memory. I did not see that coming at all. And I think that kind of explains why he might be a detached, like emotionless person. He might have the body of himself, but he doesn't feel like himself. And that makes him very much less empathetic. And I think that's what
Tokito the Hollow.
Very good.
No,
that's off the cuff too.
I mean, going off that though, I really liked how he's the mist Hashira because his mind is shrouded in mist essentially.
Yeah,
and I thought that was some really good storytelling on Demon Slayer's part.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty awesome. Do you guys still think he doesn't have his memory, or you think that was like in the past?
I still don't think he has his memory back, and I think he has an issue remembering things because the dude is a goddamn space cadet.
Oh yeah, he does have problems remembering people.
He forgets who Nezuko is, and she was the key point of a massive Hashira meeting. You know,
Hello.
like
that is right. Yes,
and I think it's really fitting for his character and the fact that he is the mist Hashira. So I really enjoyed that. But I also really enjoyed when he's done with the flashback. He kind of is making some decisions on how to approach this, and he's thinking that he needs to go to the village and protect them. But Kotetsu convinces him basically that like, hey, this sword might be the key here. We need to go save Mr. Haganazuka. And for the first time, Tokito is going with his gut, which I thought was some really big character development. I mean, we've only seen him for a few episodes now, but that's just not something I thought he would have done,
Yeah, I think he's typically like a very cold person. Probably has to do with his memory, but he just tries to make logical decisions and not use his heart. But him understanding that, he could, Mr. Haganazuka could, I did it, guys. I did it. Yes.
He did it.
Could be the key to all this. Just polishing up that sword. He makes a decision, I need to go protect this guy instead of going after the entire village and protecting everybody. So yeah, like you said, big character development. I'm really excited to see how he develops during this arc. I think this is going to be huge for our guy.
Oh, definitely. They've done a really good job of that with every Demon Slayer character they've introduced. So I'm excited to see how they do it with Tokito. And I think they're going to go a little more in depth with it too, because his character is a lot less set in stone like Rengoku and Tengen were and all that. They had a very vivid backstory, but they were also very set in their morals.
Yeah, they knew who they were. Yep.
We're going to see a lot more growth out of Tokito the Mist Hashira, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, Tanjiro's going to rub off on him too, so we're
already
seeing it.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Yeah,
but going back to the fight with Han Tengu and the rest of the gang. So he's been sliced up a few times, Han Tengu, and he's split into pretty much 4 different demons: as joy, anger, pleasure, and sorrow. We got our boy Tanjiro fighting, I believe it is the joy, Takaruku, whatever. No, it's actually Karaku. Okay. The harpy demon. And he's very distraught about, how am I going to kill this guy if every time I freaking slice him, he breaks up into more powerful demons. So just to save himself, he slices him one more time and he figures out, oh, he gets weaker if we slice him up. Now he's down to his 4 parts. And I mean, our boy gets a really, really excited look in his eye, but he's still getting absolutely washed. Did you guys think that's how it was going to work? Or did you think that Han Tengu was going to keep just multiplying?
I mean, for the sake of the story, I figured there'd have to be an endpoint for it. And four kind of makes sense. I mean, there's a million emotions out there, but they kind of hit 4 of the really big ones, I feel like. Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to, like, I don't want to say demonic, but like, like demon-like sins. I mean, pleasure, joy, fear is the original one, and you've got the other 2. So I think for the sake of the story and for the sake of them actually being able to beat this guy, I think they had to have an endpoint,
True. And I do want to make a correction. Pleasure is the one that he's fighting. It's Urogi.
Oh, okay.
It's the harpy demon. Yeah. Just wanted to point that out there. But yeah, I figured there was going to be an endpoint, maybe. But I was also thinking back to Nezuko's blood demon art, or whatever we're going to call it, because it's fire. I thought she would be able to burn them. I thought that was going to be a key later on. So I was thinking maybe he does keep splitting up and they figure out a way. And that's what I also thought the gun might have been about as well. So I thought they were putting together some different pieces than what they actually did. So, but it was a good surprise. And it was good to see Tanjiro very excited about figuring things out. Once he gets going in a battle and he gets his mental going, he's very, very, very dangerous.
Yeah, that scene is actually getting like a lot of flack on Twitter because they just didn't animate it like it looked in the manga. And like his face in the manga is way more of like a shit-eating grin than it was in the show. So they're getting a little UFO table is getting a little flack for how they did that. And it's good to see.
I saw that. Yeah.
No, it's good to see. It's good for the fans to keep the animation studios accountable.
Especially when they got that much budget, bro. Like, just give it to us.
Make our man smile. Yeah, I saw that actually, Dan. And I haven't read the manga, so I wouldn't have known otherwise.
Yeah, no, this is one that I decided not to read because I really enjoyed the animation on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to be fresh when I watched it. So like there's a few shows that or a few manga that I follow, but this is one I decided to hold off on.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about you, Tyler? Have you read the manga at all?
I've read some of it, but it's past the anime is passed up to the point what I've read. So
Okay.
I stopped reading it as well because I was reading One Piece and Boruto. And I wanted to be surprised, I guess you could say.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't read much manga either. But going back to the plot and the battle with Hantengu, we saw that Jinya was fighting the Sorrow Demon, who uses like the extendo spear, is what I'm going to call it, the power pole. And he's getting waxed, right? He gets hit in the chest, or like the stomach, the lower chest, upper abdomen area. But he keeps fighting. Did you guys notice when they were kind of flashing through the scenes that it showed? I thought it was him healing up. Did y'all notice that?
Yeah, so he was saying a prayer. I don't know where the prayer comes from. I don't know if it's real or if it's just something they created for the show, but it's called the Amida Sutra, which kind of gives me like Buddhist-y vibes, with the name like
sounds
that.
About right, yeah.
And I don't know. It's like we haven't seen him use any total concentration breathing yet.
Right.
So, and he carries a gun.
Very
so,
different.
like, my thinking is that he's actually just a shit demon slayer and he's not trained in any total concentration breathing or anything like that. And his way to, like level his head is by saying this prayer. And it kind of gives him his own little power up, if that makes sense.
That's going to be really interesting between that and the Blick. That's going to be really cool.
Yeah, he's got America breathing, but that's not that's not official by any means,
He's got America breathing.
He's got a bunch of different guns hidden. We just haven't seen him yet,
Very true. Very true. Yeah, I just thought that was really interesting that they flashed that and they didn't really explain it at all. But you put two and two together there. I like that.
Yeah, just wait for Blicky breathing Uzi.
Blah, blah, blah.
Bow, bow. No, but that fight has been really interesting. Genya's shown a lot of guts. Fighting back. He was having sorrow. Well, one Sorrow feels sorry for him because he's Sorrow. But that was buying him a lot of time. And Sakido was getting very, very angry with him. Naturally, he's the anger demon, but Genya just keeps coming back. I really like his character so far. And the fact that he fights differently than a lot of the other demon slayers. So I'm excited to see kind of where he goes, how much he actually heals up from that prayer. Because it seemed like he was still leaking quite a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if he's healing up or if he's just putting his mind to it and he's just fighting with grit, like he's just in there. I don't know. Okay. I don't think he's healing up. I mean, there's
really. I thought that's what that showed. It was really, really quick. It was like less than a second that they showed it, but it looked like the wound was closing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah, it was quick, but I paused it and rewound it because I just had to make sure I wasn't seeing shit, especially after the Sorrow Demon was talking about why isn't he dead? And I was like, you know what? Why isn't he fucking dead? So
Grit.
Something to look out for, guys.
Grit, dude. But yeah, I mean, he does have that dog in him. I mean, you remember too when you summoned the hot spring, his body was fucking covered in scars. Yeah, so he might just be a hard motherfucker. I don't know.
Yeah, his face even has scars. Can only grow hair in some places. He's been through it, man.
Did you guys like seeing Nezuko come back with her blood demon art or demon blood art again?
Yes, sir. We hadn't seen that in a while. I love that crap, man. I don't think they use it enough. to be honest with you. I thought she would use it more willy nilly once she unlocked it. And what was that season 1 or 2? When they were there, when they were fighting old Spider Boy.
But
Was season 1.
Tanjiro told her not to. So, I think she was just trying to listen to him. But I think that she got in so much trouble that she ended up having to do it. But she honestly should have pulled it out sooner. But I guess he was scared that he wouldn't be able to control her once she went off the deep end again.
It's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
So,
Definitely, but she's full demon mode right now, and she's holding her own. You know, Tanjiro told her to protect Genya and the village, and she's doing her job. So I'm really enjoying seeing that. You know, it's a lot more fun to see badass demon Nezuko than little toddler Nezuko running around like a little kid goober. You know,
Yeah, I like seeing a Nezuko box it out.
For sure.
And Karaku's having some problems with her. Oh yeah, she's got those mean kicks. Karaku actually had her hands tied up, and she just jawed that motherfucker with her heel. It was awesome.
Yeah, and she ripped her hand off. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, she was really getting after it this episode. A lot of good action out of her.
Yeah, the episode ends with Tanjiro basically like attacking Aragi and using his flight ability to get back to the village, which I thought was so fucking big brand.
yeah.
It was. And yeah, he actually used his foot to go attack Sakito because his own flesh is immune to lightning. And I thought that was amazing. I didn't really understand why he did that until he, the demon himself explained it. But
Tanjiro's big brain.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I said, once he gets going with his mental, man, he's hard. It's hard to stop. He's physically strong, but it's really what his mind that keeps him alive a lot of the time.
Definitely. Don't go for it.
I was gonna say I'm just glad we're 3 to 4 episodes in and we're already seeing top tier action. And honestly, this is probably gonna last for the rest of the season. You think, or most of it?
I think the rest of it, honestly. I mean,
Yeah.
we're gonna see Tanjiro get his super badass sword eventually, and then he's gonna go hammer mode, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, man.
And speaking of like changing points, like the sword, our girl's coming. She's gonna save us. She's saving us,
that's
boys.
true. Yeah, we saw the Love Hashira at the very end of the episode coming back to throw bones. So I'm really excited for that too.
Yeah, Mitsuri is on the way.
The way.
She was just dewy. But she just happened to be stationed really close. I want to see her fight really badly. I kind of want to see what kind of emotion she's working with there.
Love.
Just love, baby. Just letting them things hang out. Distractions.
Tanjiro ain't gonna stop us this time, boys.
Well, on that note, would you guys like to get over to One Piece?
Yeah, let's move along here.